Good morning, everyone. We're here again today. This show is called This Mug's for You, and it's our Saturday show. And we are brought to you by live on the United Public Radio Network and the UFO Paranormal Radio Network, 105.3 and 107.7 FM in the beautiful town of New Orleans. And we want to give a shout out to everybody in New Orleans and the surrounding areas. This is your buddy Roger Garza Sr., I'm a psychic medium of over 19 years now. And I want to just tell everybody in New Orleans, wake up! Good morning, Kathy Hadley. Good morning, Herbie.
Good morning. Good morning, Kathy. How are you? And Herbie, did I say hi? I'm just like looking at two things at once here. So you know how that goes for me, right?
Now, this show is called This Mug's for You, but we also call it Silly Saturday because sometimes it gets way out there.
Yes. And you're looking at them.
Alicia Maria, buenos días a ustedes. Hello, ¿cómo estás? Bienvenido aquí en el show. Mary Erickson, good morning, good morning. And she shared and she liked it. Thank you already.
Yes.
There's our sweetheart, Lynn Fern. Good afternoon to you, Las. Hi, Decky. Good thing you made it. We're saying good morning for those that are listening to us. We are saying good morning to everybody who, they come into the show. And we sure would like to see your faces on the show, too. So if you're at home and you're listening, get on your computer, go to Latino Psychic Visions. On YouTube, you'll see my name, Roger Garza Sr., and then it says Psychic. Hit that and you'll go right to the show.
So I'm going to post the link on Facebook on how to get to YouTube.
Okay.
And so...
Yeah, we got a lot of Facebookers on right now. Hello, Richard. Who's Chuck? Did you see what Lynn put? Hello, Chuck.
Hello, Chuck.
Is that my new name now or what?
She says it's a beautiful day here. You know what? It's a beautiful day here as well. It might not get real warm, but I don't care. It's a sunny day and I'm loving it.
Good morning, Joe Hernandez.
And I can't wait to plant some flowers.
Hello, Denise. Good morning.
And so it's really, I can't wait to get out there and get my hands dirty and plant some flowers. So watch out. Watch out, garden.
What we do, folks, for the first half hour, basically, we say hello to everybody, good morning and all that. We give our greetings. And then we get into the meat of things, okay? So stick around. We don't know what kind of a show we're going to have, but we're going to have a show. Let's see. Margot, good morning, good morning. Alicia says, fun, my family tunes here. We come together on your show. Well, thank you. We appreciate that. ¿Cómo están todos? Y vale más que tienen su café, porque aquí tengo café, me falta tacos. Blessings to you too, Tina Ellen. Well, Lynn says that's usually the way they greet people in that Lancashire.
Oh, okay.
Call him Chucky. Cool. Good morning, Chuck.
So when you pop over to YouTube, you might see that there's like a purple screen. Don't be shy. Don't think that's weird. You can still pop in there, and I believe you'll still see the live show. So I gave the link. So we encourage you to go over to YouTube channel, because over on Facebook, of course, you all know we seem to, the hackers seem to love to watch for the show, and that at the end of the show, they usually start to say, hello, love, come over here, get a reading, text me for a reading or whatever. Please don't listen to those hackers. don't fall for it. We do not endorse
Yeah, we get a
anybody like
lot of
that.
them close to the end of the show.
Yeah, and in order to avoid that, I think you have a better experience if you pop over to the YouTube channel, which I just gave you a link for. So,
Just hit that link and you'll be over here with us.
yeah, and I
And
think
Alicia Maria, ¿dónde estás? Where are you texting from? ¿Dónde me estás watchando? O viendo?
okay.
Hello, Chuck.
Yeah, she must.
I love that, Lynn. That's cool.
That Lynn, she's on it. So, I think Decky and maybe.
Please, so far, folks, share the show and please hit the like button, the thumbs up. We need a lot of that.
Yeah, and hit the bell. Did you say hit the bell? So to subscribe to the show,
Yep.
and that way there's more ease in finding us. So thanks.
Yep. If you hit that bell, they give you the notice that I'm on or we're coming on, bang.
I think
You'll
so.
just have to hit that and bang, you're in.
I'm actually still learning about all that, ins and
The
outs.
ins and outs.
Right.
Honey, you got like a plant on your hair.
What do I have? Like that? You like that?
Yeah, I do. It's
I don't know.
character.
I kind of put it in there because I thought.
Hello, Amanda. Yes, Mary Erickson, it's a beautiful day here too. We are in beautiful downtown Baldwin, Wisconsin.
We are.
Gee.
What else can I say?
And we hope everybody has their cup of coffee or their tea or their cocoa, whichever it may be. Depends on the climate. Because we are here with our coffee. Salud. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Slanche, L'chaim. It's a beautiful day in Cornwall. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, I think it's a beautiful country over there.
My favorite part over there is Somerset. I really like that. Yeah.
Well, why we know so much, we think we know so much, is that we watch a show on TV which is called Out to the Country. Is that it?
Yeah.
Out to the Country, and it's a show that where people are looking for property in the UK and Northern Ireland and Scotland. And I'm just mesmerized by both the music that they have on that show and the beautiful scenery all over the UK. And of course I've traveled to Scotland, so I know it's just stand still.
Yeah. Amanda says that Somerset is very near.
Oh, okay.
Now look, if somebody has to be different, Tina Allen, instead of having coffee, no, she's got to have spaghetti.
Wow. I hope it's good.
Yep.
I hope it's good. Thanks
And
for
Vanessa,
sharing.
good morning, Vanessa Maria. She says hello from London.
Nice.
How do I get a reading, please? Well,
Okay.
I'm not doing readings one-on-one on the show, but if something comes out for your name, did I see your name? If something comes out, I will let you know on the show, okay? I never know what I'm going to get or what. I just tell people, like, one link you go through already, I tell them, just let me know that you're still on. It's like how would I do? Recycling.
Yeah. And if anybody's really actually interested in a reading, you can certainly messenger Roger later.
Yep.
Or,
Because I do those through Facebook Messenger.
Right. So it can be done. It can be done.
Good morning, Tina. Tina Cantu from Michigan. And Steph Orta says he's new.
Yes.
Or is it she? Stephanie, maybe?
I don't know.
We can't tell by the picture, but...
Okay, so it may be, yes.
She's saying hi sis to somebody.
Okay. Well, welcome aboard. So,
yes.
And let us know where you're texting
from Milwaukee, as I call it.
Oh, wow.
I played there many times. I play music. And I played under the bridge a lot of times.
So they are related to Tina Allen.
Okay,
and
good.
this must be a Stephanie. And so That's
Good, good, good,
wonderful.
good, good. Welcome to the show.
Absolutely.
And hang on to your hats because this show gets goofy sometimes. We
Yes.
have people coming in, so you know, Steph, we have people coming in from all over the world. And I
So that's
mean all over the
and
world.
that's what makes it so interesting because people have so much to contribute.
Yep.
This show has developed and morphed into a fantastic Saturday morning show where people share their ideas or their topics when we have a topic, or you know, sometimes there's fantastic reads that come through, especially if you're new.
Let me say this, Steph. This is for Steph.
Okay.
If you had a dog that was brown and black, scruffy looking dog, but big dog and really super nice heart and good spirit. If that dog is passed, that dog is with you.
Wow.
Because I see the back of the neck, it's black, but up here further, I get gold. It's like, like brown gold.
Hmm. Oreo.
Oreo. Yeah, well, I don't know if that's what you wanted.
So Oreo meaning, is that the name or an
Yeah,
Oreo
see, you got to
color?
be more specific on the show because
Yeah.
it helps
Was
me.
it?
It doesn't, I can't
Was
stop once I roll, okay?
is she saying black and white? I don't know. I don't
I'm
know.
saying black and kind of goldish.
Oh, she is a sheepdog.
Is it still around? Yeah, her dog. Okay, well, I'm picking up the dog. The dog wants to tell you something. Like the dog's worried about it. I'm going through the dog's mind. I know this sounds crazy, folks. But the dog is telling me there's something in the back that the dog is worried about. Now, a lot of times people do not know they have a well in the back. And we don't want anybody to fall in the well. So please, if you can, when you have time, go in the back and check things out over there.
And her dog passed, Tina said.
Okay.
And the
Well, the
dog's
dog
name
is
was.
with you, and the dog is trying to tell me to tell you to go in the back. By the garage, the dog tells me. And I'm seeing a white garage, a small one. Not a big garage, it's small. Like it only could have one car in there. Your dad?
I don't know what that means.
Steph, you gotta write a sentence, okay? Because you're giving me
So is it your dad you want to know about, or is it your dad? I don't know what that means.
Holy cow. No, we have a small. No, this is a big dog. It's a good sized dog to you, like a little bit above the knee. Okay? Don't get nervous. Just relax. I handle this. Okay, Tina says she has a small garage. Then, Tina, is it your dog I'm picking up? Hello, Ronnie.
Hi, Ronnie.
Good morning. Steph, whatever you do, do not get nervous. Because if you get nervous, you might cut off the connection. But I'm going to a little white garage, and to me the garage has faded paint. It was white, but it's chipping. Okay? And I don't see a garage door on it. I just see that it's open all the time. Good morning, Lupita.
And so Tina says my dog was a little bit past. Okay.
No, this is maybe 28 inches to 30 inches tall.
So you're getting a dog that's running around, and
The dog is there, like next to her, and it's looking to the back. It is
Is
telling
it
me
from
about the
Is
back.
it from childhood? Is it from?
I
Perhaps,
don't know.
I
This
mean,
they only know.
I'm asking Steph. Maybe there's
Good morning, Christine Marie.
childhood dog. Because
Helen Mansell, good morning
I
and
just want to
welcome
let
to
you
the
know,
show.
Roger picked up a horse for me that was in my childhood. I was 9 years old, and he picked
Irma,
up
good
a
morning
horse
from my
and
old
described
hometown,
it.
Poteet, Texas.
Okay, so wonderful to have some new folks here. We have Helen Mansell from England, she says, and she says she's new to you.
top of the night.
Oh boy, here we go. But I mean,
Blimey.
there was other folks who came through, Lisa, and she shared the show. Well, thank you for that, Lisa. Thank you for saying share the show. By
Okay,
clicking on the
here's what
thumbs
I'll
up.
go with. Steph says she had a big dog named Pumpkin years ago. It was a big dog, and it was a
Okay.
sheepdog. That's what I'm going with. That kind of a dog.
Okay. I think she said that before, so we were
Okay.
kind of going around in circles ourselves there.
Thank you for sharing, Ronnie.
Yes, thanks
Please,
for.
folks, share the show and
Mhm.
give the thumbs up, the like button.
And you
That
can
helps
share.
us. If I'm helping you, you help me, okay?
So if you share the show on YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, you can also share the show onto your Facebook pals and friends, or go public. You can do that. I do that a lot for Paul's show.
Thank you, Steph, and thank you, Helen.
Yes.
Helen,
you,
there.
Helen.
I'm picking up Helen. This is for Helen in England. I'm
Wow.
picking up your elbow for some reason. I don't know if you fell on it. I don't know if it's a trick elbow, but I get your elbow. Yes, thank you, Richard. Richard says put a number 1 next to your name if you're new.
It kind of helps identify you so that we kind of remember you, or I should say Roger remembers you. I remember very little. I just try to keep everything going.
Steph,
So
just so you know, Dad's got the dog, okay? But the dog is real, like it comes in next to you. And it's just looking towards the back. It's like sitting down and looking towards the back. It could be looking out a window or something, but it's looking at the back. There you go. See, she had tennis elbow. Well, I pick up your elbow, dear. And I'm going to ask you this, and I'm sorry for asking. Has Mom passed? Mom to me was a sweet little lady. Excuse me. Thank you, Tina, for sharing and liking the show. Please like the show with the thumbs up, and please share the show. It helps us in our ratings, okay?
I've just posted the link to the YouTube channel again, so that all you have to do is click on that link, and you'll pop right over to the YouTube channel. That would be very helpful to everyone.
This is going to Steph. Steph, you're talking about your sister. Was there something regarding a gold necklace and your sister? Okay, Helen says, my nan was like my mom. She helped raise me. Okay, she's also with you, dear.
Steph says she's crying.
Honey, I don't mean to make you cry,
No.
but we
So-
hope it's good tears.
Oh, hi, Mel. She says Mel Brown is here. Good morning, Roger and Faye. I'm glad to see how successful your show is becoming. I have been crazy busy and unable to watch your show for a while. Well, welcome back. And as you can see, you can also watch us on the YouTube channel. And please go over there. I'm trying to save you from being attacked by a hacker, a pretend reader.
Right.
So that's why we encourage you to come over to the YouTube
Go to the
channel.
YouTube channel, get off of
And
Facebook because
I'm
you get
just-
hacked. We don't want that.
I'm providing the Facebook watchers with the YouTube channel link. So, please feel free. Don't be afraid of that.
Good morning, Rachel. Good morning, Nancy. Good to see
Yes.
you two on again. Helen is new, and I don't know why, but I get pulled to Helen.
Okay.
Helen, there's something, this is regarding, I don't know if your father is still alive, but I get your father and I get a corner store, a store on a corner, okay? There's something regarding that. I don't know if he would go there every day and sit outside and have coffee or something, but it's a corner store. Steph said, Tina told me about you and about you, I have a spiritual animal. Is that bad?
No, I don't think that's what she means. I think she has a spiritual animal.
Okay, Steph says, my dog Baker is alive and well, and he's sitting behind me. Well, the dog that I'm picking up is like looking out the window in the back. Okay? And Steph, when you write back, will you please write a full sentence, not little bits and pieces? Because if not, then I'm sorry, I have to go around you.
It's helpful to just say, kind of expand on your answer a tiny bit. We're just getting to know you.
Right.
So thank you, Lynn, for sharing the show and your suggestion to share the show with family, friends, and neighbors, and especially to your groups. And that's why our show is growing. And I know it for a fact. You guys are so awesome about sharing the show. That's what gets other people on our show as well. I think if you like the show, then I'm pretty sure your friends would like it too.
All right. Our buddy Richard says he's getting an explosion in the East Coast. Something big is going to happen in July. Be careful where you are going in public. Not sure where. Now, regarding that, Richard and I, we always we always contact each other because we get predictions and bang, we compare notes per se. Richard Dearden is in Utah, right, Richard? Or is it Idaho? One of those. Idaho. Anyway, I got to tell you what I seen, Richard, and this goes to you folks too. And I'm going to say if there's anybody that needs help, and I mean any mental help at all, if you're going through any type of crisis, please dial 988. That's the emergency number for the professionals. All right? Now, what I seen this morning, ladies and gentlemen, and it really gets to me because I don't like to see it. I seen one before. I seen a jumper. And what I mean by that is somebody jumping out of a building. So if you do need help, if this is you, please reach out. You can call 988. If you don't want to talk to nobody there, please call me then. I'll do what I can to help you. All right?
Or if you know someone who's talking a little funny, or they're really
Right.
down in spirit, check in on them, and give them some, just some love. That kind of darkness is from loneliness, and maybe they say at first, no, you don't have to come over or whatever. Please check on them. Please check on them and give them the number 988. That it means so much. I mean, even if I've had a relative who was going through a lot of grief, and I just gave her a call, and I was surprised to know that she was really feeling dark. So it means if you're just even thinking about somebody, give them a call. Give them a call.
Now I'm going back to Helen when I mentioned her father. I got father at the corner, and I thought it was a store. It turns out that she says it was a garage, meaning where they work on cars, and it was her grandfather, and he was like a dad to her, and he helped raise her. She said she also used to sit with granddad on his breaks when they had a small cafe that was part of the garage. So it was down in the corner and everything like that. And I'm glad because it's him bringing himself back to you, okay?
Wow. Very sweet.
Now, as far as the dog looking out the window, Steph says yes. He's looking out the window in the front. When I leave today, I'll look this afternoon. Please do not avoid that. I mean, go back there and see what's there. I don't know why the dog's looking there, but he's looking. Okay, she says she lost her sister Christy to cancer. I'm very sorry to hear that. But I have to move on to other people, okay? And I'm not being rude. Richard says, yes, he's in Utah. Okay. Good morning, Debbie.
Hi, Debbie. Good morning, Denise. Good morning, Arnold.
Marcy, hola, ¿cómo estás?
Good morning, Marcy.
By the way, folks, I do speak Spanish, and I
Yes.
do write it and sing it and all that stuff. So those that know people that speak Spanish only, invite them to the show. I'll speak to them in Spanish.
Right. Even if they have a text that's completely Spanish, that's okay. Roger can read it, and he will
Right.
he would love to connect with the
My people.
his people. He would love to reconnect with them. I think him moving to the northern part of the United States maybe disconnected him a little bit with everyone. But please, spread the word around
Our
Texas.
family does come from Mexico. Yes, I'm very proud of it.
Yes.
On my dad's side, our ancestry goes back to Spain and to Portugal, and I'm a offspring of King Federico Garza. Okay.
Well, you also have a native
Yep,
ancestry.
that was on my grandma's side.
Right.
Comanche Apache,
Yes.
and then on my mother's side, my great grandma, she used to wash the clothes and iron the clothes, and she was at what they call a pistolera.
Which means?
This is for Pancho Villa's men. So I got a lot of history.
What does that mean, that term you just said?
But a pistolera,
Yes.
remember the ladies that had the bullets like that, and
Okay.
the guns and the rifle?
Yeah.
Well, she wasn't one. No, she was. Okay, moving right along. Good morning, Arnold. Good to see you, buddy. I'm glad you're here. Please thank you for liking and sharing. And you can read what Lynn says, honey.
Okay, I have to pop up. I'm just kind of looking at something else. Lynn says, hit the link that Faye has posted to you, to YouTube. I did that on Facebook. And subscribe. Then hit the little bell icon and also hit the like button too. Thank you so much, folks. Thank you, Lynn. Yep.
Reason we say that, folks, those that are on Facebook right now, go to YouTube. It says Roger Garza Sr. and then it says Psychic. Hit that link and it'll bring you over here because we've been getting a lot of hackers on Facebook. So
they don't even have to do all of that. All they have to do is hit the link that I just provided again.
Oh, okay. If it's there.
It just pops you right into the live link. And even though it's purple, don't let that fool you. You will be right on the show.
Just link on it.
Yep, and then the comments section is very similar to the Facebook's. So if you're not familiar with it, it'll pop you right into our chat room and it will be awesome.
Now, Richard says this year is going to be a bad year for our minds, okay? Which is true because right now, and I talked to Paul about this, Paul Francis, our good buddy. I said, the world to me right now is tipped, like, it's off. And he says, yes, it is. So we have to deal with that, folks. We're dealing with a world that's kind of crooked. But we'll get through this. Good morning, Mary Lucia. And let's see. Richard, you're probably right. He said the jumper that I mentioned, a jumper, somebody jumping out of an apartment building, could be an ex-jumper or could be ex-military. I don't know. All I know it's a guy. I seen him.
It's a man?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Helen, I'm going back to Helen. Did you wash dishes with Nan? Because I heard her say, you wash, I'll dry. ¿Cómo estás, Lisa? Hello, good to see you. Good vibes. Marcy said, good vibes my way. I have homework to finish today. Good. And you make sure you do every part of it.
And we're sending good vibes your way.
Right.
Absolutely.
And don't forget the cafe.
Yeah, well, or something.
those that know Spanish, my dad would always say, un cafetazo para el espinazo, which means a good cup of coffee for your spine, your back.
For your spine?
Hmm.
Wow.
Like it would relax him.
Well, we have another person who is just
Felicia.
joined us. Yeah,
Felicia Aguirre. Hello, good morning, good morning. You're the daughter, okay.
that's awesome.
And Arnold's your dad. Lo siento mucho. That means I'm very sorry.
So Helen says, yes, as a little girl, I used to want to help washing and drying up.
There you go, dear. She's saying it again. So, as a tribute to Nan, when you wash your dishes, please say, Nan, this is for you, okay? Or you say, I'll wash, you dry. Good morning, sir, por favor. I'm not that old, am I?
Yes, and I am too.
Thank you.
We be old together, but not not in spirit though, not in our
Oh,
everyday lives.
Joe just reminded me. Let me say, folks, I got to do my thing. Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, good job.
I was going to say Latino. This must, wait a minute, I'm doing that other show. This mug's for you, meaning the coffee mug, okay? That's the name of this show. This mug's for you. And we are brought to you live on the United Public Radio Network and the UFO Paranormal Radio Network, 105.3 and 107.7 FM in the beautiful town of New Orleans. And those New Orleans, I guess that would be it. One day, folks, please note this down. One day I will visit New Orleans. Me and my wife will go down there.
Yes.
I want to find my old buddies that I haven't seen since I was 19.
But even if we can't find your buddies, I think we should still go.
Well, I know, but it would be nice to hear from them. Nikki
Yes.
La Chica, Don Broussard, and Ernie Carone. Those three guys, we played in Terre Haute, Indiana, at a place called the Alibi Lounge. Okay? And years and years and years ago, we were on the road in Terre Haute, Indiana. Well, we got one of those peoples, honey.
I don't know.
Do we?
I don't know. And I can't do anything about this person. So please, I mean, I don't know if this is legit or not, but we'll just keep on going.
Well, whoever he's looking for, we don't know who it is, and we can't help you. Sorry.
No. Yes. Marcy says she wants to be on a paranormal TV show. Well,
Who says?
Marcy.
You know, here's the thing, so you know this. If you don't know what you're doing regarding paranormal, please don't bother. Don't touch it. Because you can get what they call an attachment, and the attachment can come home with you.
It's very important to know what to do before you go, as far as cleansing yourself and keeping yourself safe. You know, Paul talks about that too. Now, Paul Francis is a person who does those journeys, those
he
visits,
does.
and he is very serious about cleansing himself, I'm sure, beforehand, and making sure that everyone who is involved with him knows how to do it. So,
now Ronnie says, I believe it's crooked, meaning the world, it's tipped. I can't sleep good, and my emotions are all so up and down. I feel so detached from things and not being able to concentrate on things. If you remember correctly, Ronnie, I've said this time and time and time again. Get a glass of water with no markings on the glass. Fill it up 3/4 of the way with water and put it on the nightstand by your head. You will sleep better. Trust me.
and I know Ronnie is very good about continuing to do meditation and really grounding yourself, and I know I mean the only suggestions I could do is like grounding yourself, meditation, continue with your work, your artwork, do things that make you happy, If it's cooking, if it's, do something that is completely different. Maybe music would be a nice change. Just listen to fantastic music for 10 minutes. Nobody can involve you with anything except you listening to fantastic music.
Once
So,
again, folks, we want to ask you to hit the like button, the thumbs up, and to share the show. That's all I ask of you. I'm not asking for any money or anything. All I ask is you give us a thumbs up if you like the show, and also share the show with your family, your friends, your groups. Okay? Because it helps our ratings in the FM thing that we're in, the radio channels.
yes. And Marcy said she would be with professionals. That's the only way to go, Marcy. Absolutely. She's saying that, Marcy says, do you think my dog Karma made it safe? She passed away on Tuesday after having surgery on Monday.
I remember when you said that. Your dog to me just went right away. Your dog's fine. I see the dog wagging the tail, so it's fine. And the dog tells me that it visits you. So if you feel something rubbing against your leg or something on your bed, then know it's the dog, okay? And make room for the dog. I know it sounds silly, but just inch over a little bit and say, come on, come on. And a lot of people, when I tell them that, they think I'm nuts, but no, I know what I'm saying.
Also, I want to read what Lynn also says. She says, as regarding to shift, Lynn says, I have just been through a change of guard, which means my spirit guides have swapped. I now have new spirit guides. Wow. That is so cool, Lynn. I can't wait to know more about that myself.
Yeah, you and me both, because I don't know who mine are.
Yeah, well,
I just go, hey, come on, let's go.
Well, you talk to spirit, and you talk
Salud!
to the other side.
Salud, salud, salud. This is our other show, Latino Psychic Visions.
Oh, so here we go. Marcy says, I feel bad. She went through so much pain Monday night.
The pain is gone.
I shouldn't have had the surgery done. Marcy says, I feel guilty now.
No, don't feel guilty. It's not your thing. It was the Lord's deal. The Lord needs animals over there too,
Yeah, you did everything humanly possible to take care of your pet. And you should feel great comfort in knowing that. I mean, the dog is very, what shall I say? I'm thankful for what you did for her or him. I don't know if it's a boy or girl. They all are. I know. I've had pets that I had to have put to sleep, and I felt guilty. But now I know the vet always said, no, you did the right thing. They are grateful for what you've done. So please know that.
All right, let me read what Helen says. Helen says, I've sold my house, not because I wanted to, because I had to. I will be moving soon, moving in with her partner of 9 years. It's tough on both of us as we've been on our own for so long. It will take time to adjust. What do my nan and granddad think about this? Will it work out with my partner? Here's the thing. What you do on earth is your thing. It's no longer theirs. All they can do is like give a little guidance, but that you do it. But keep this in mind, the both of you keep this in mind. You're coming into a new venture and you're joining. Remember, your stuff is your stuff and your partner's stuff is their partner that's there. Don't have somebody say, well, you need to get rid of that and you need to get rid of... No, that's part of who they are. Accept it. If you can't, don't move in. Simple as that. But don't, My wife will tell you, I had a lot of equipment, band equipment, and I had to leave some of it go. I still have a lot of equipment, but she was nice enough to let me have it.
Oh, I am so nice.
All right. But just, sit down and talk to each other. Don't make it like, well, you got more than I do. No, talk to each other. Man, if you don't have communication, you don't have anything. Trust me on that. And with that, that's a call for a drink. Now we got some time. How about some cards, everybody?
Oh,
Let's do. I've been shuffling the cards before I started. So let's do the cards 1 through 7. Okay, Helen says, "Oh yes, that's exactly how I see it, how it is." And at most, we've been saying just wait a minute that my partner doesn't communicate. You have to communicate, otherwise don't even attempt. And I'm not trying to be rude or nothing like that, but if you can't talk to each other, you gotta talk to your partner, because you say, me and my wife all the time, honey, what do you think of this? Or she comes to me, I've been thinking about, okay, let's talk about it. You have to talk. In Spanish, there was a song that I used to play with a good friend of mine, Eddie Lalo Torres. The song was called Hablando se entienden las cosas, which means talking, you understand the things. So you have to talk. All right. Sorry I don't have a mug with me, but I sure will. Well, there you go, Arnold. If you need a mug, you know where they're at. All right, here we go. Let's do card number 1. Okay, hold it. We got a little. Can you, honey? Can you handle that deal?
which one?
The one that we thought was
Yeah, I can't. I've
Okay.
asked. I don't
Here
know.
we go. Card number 1, everybody. Well, Linford, this should be for you. Okay. The card is bountiful nature. Okay. That could be your garden. That could be
She has.
anything.
I think she is already bountiful.
All right.
I love
Here's
how
what
you
it
think
says.
belongs to Lynn all the time.
Spending time in nature helps you shift. Wait. Spending time in nature helps shift you to a higher vibration and reminds you of God's infinite abundance. Go outside and enjoy a walk or a hike with your pet. Meditate beneath a tree, garden, sit under the stars, or do some other activity to correct with your limitless vastness.
Right.
All
That's
right?
awesome. Yeah.
In other words, too, Ronnie, you could get in balance if you do some of this stuff. Ground yourself. Paul and I talk about grounding all the time.
I actually did a grounding experience this morning before the show where I went out on the deck because it was beautiful, sunny, and I concentrated on the trees around my yard and thanking them for being there and watching their leaves sort of. I feel like they responded to me by just kind of flickering a little bit, It was beautiful. It was a beautiful.
Read what Mary Erickson says,
I
honey.
love being out there. I found letting go of stuff that just collected dust for years was very cleansing and freeing of any past issues. Yes. You do when you let go, it could be clothes, it could be furniture, it could be anything. It could be, just let it go.
Now this goes back to who was it that was moving in with somebody? I'm trying to find it. Was it Helen?
I'm working on
Yes, Helen. This goes for both of you. Before you even attempt to move in with each other, okay? If you have this, you need to get rid of it. Release jealousy. Trust me, the green-eyed monster will wreck your whole relationship. You gotta trust people. Put your trust in the person that you're with. Honey, I'm gonna go down to the store and all that. Okay, be careful. I love you. Bye. Like that. Not, where are you going? Who's gonna be there? No. Nobody wants to live with questions. Okay? And here's what it says to that. Jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something. Okay? Maybe it's something you lack. Jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something. And the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. We talked about that, remember? We've said that whatever you vividly imagine, ardently desire, sincerely believe in, enthusiastically act upon, must inevitably come to light. Now, let other people's successes inspire rather than frustrate you. Well, he's got more than I got. What gives him the... No, knock that off. Be proud of other people that they have something.
Don't compare. We comparing ourselves to somebody else never does us any good.
Right.
It's actually blocking you from becoming.
No, this final line says it all.
Yes.
If they can have it, so can you. So get rid of jealousy. Release it.
Okay, so Lynn says, that was just me thanking you, kind sir. I do sit in my garden and also under the stars. I love doing that. I also have a favorite little lake that I walk to and sit under a tree. Yes, and I see it. I remember a recent posting you did just then this past week about that, I think, Lynn. Yeah, you are. She practices that all the time. Helen says she understands, and Helen says, I always manifest, meditate. I love angels, and I'm always grateful. There you go.
And here's one thing. Don't be jealous because somebody has more than you, okay? And don't say, hey, Lord, why can't I have it? He's got it, why can't I? No. Turn it around. Be grateful for what you have. Number one, a roof over your head, a place to sleep, food on the table. Be grateful for that. Man, if you would have been like next to me when I went to this guy's place, I went to my cousins that are in Mexico, and I went to this friend of his. I met this guy. I'll just say his name was Juan, okay? And his mom and dad took off and left him in charge of the kids. I mean, they took off. I don't know if they went to the United States or what they did.
And how old was Juan?
Juan was 15 at the time that I met him. And I went to his house. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that this room that I'm in right now is maybe 9 by 10 or 8 by 10, something like that. And that's the kind of shack that all those kids were in, with one bed, an armoire, a used one that he found, and they had pitched a fire pit in the middle. Now I'm talking a ground floor. The floor was nothing but dirt and sand and everything. There was fire ants all over the place. I want you to picture this. So I want you to be grateful for what you have. Okay, they had all this stuff. There's dirt all over the place. No water, no running water. He had to go down to the lake or down to the Rio Grande, I think it was, and get water and walk it back in a bucket. And the kids were crying and all that, and they were hungry. And man, it really got to me. But all they had was that bed. The fire pit was going, the armoire, no TV, no electricity, no nothing. There was holes in the sides of the shack, and they kept the fire going to keep everybody warm. And the one little baby, the youngest, he was on the bed crying and crying because he got bit by fire ants, and he didn't have a diaper on. And I felt so bad. I started crying. And I reached in my pocket and I gave Juan a $20 bill. In American, that was a lot of money because it was $12.50 of pesos, $12.50 for peso to $1. Okay. So he pushed it back to me and I said, "No, Juan, take it." He goes, "No." He goes, "How can I?" I said, "Go get the kids some food, something." He said, "No, you don't understand." He said, "Because when that money runs out, then what do? They're going to be asking for more." And I just said, "Chihuahua Juan," I said, "Please." I said, "I don't care if you burn the money, but please take it." I said, "Please, buy the kids little by little if you can, but please take this money." I said, "If I had more, I'd give you more." And I'll never forget that guy as long as I live. Never. But I just want you to see, folks, please, please, please give thanks to the Lord for what you have now. We do, all the time. Don't think that you're better than anybody because you're not. We're all equal. And please feel that in your heart. If you see somebody down on their luck, a homeless person, give them $1 if you can, or your change. It's not going to break you. Do what you can. This show, all the time, this show has been for, in fact, this week, Friday, next Friday will be 5 years, folks. 5 years of doing this show. And this show has always been about love and about praying for people. Always. We always spread love. So please, give a little bit of your love to somebody, okay? And also give them a smile. It's not going to cost you.
And the love doesn't have to be a long love. It can just be a hello. It can be just, oh, wow.
A lot of people walk with their head down.
Right, like at the
Lift
grocery
your head
store.
up and smile.
Sometimes you just don't even know a person, and this little old lady might be walking around, trying to figure out what to, and she has, I've said hello to countless
And a
people.
lot of them are like this on their phone, not paying attention where they're walking or who they're walking with. And I remember, this is one film that I saw, and I don't mean to bring this up. Okay. This lady was on her phone like this, walking, and everybody had to walk across train tracks. While she was walking, they stopped because a train was coming. She kept walking. She was gone. Put your phone down. Know your environment. Know where you're at. Smile to people. Good morning. Good morning. Have a nice day. Good morning. Stuff like that. Don't be a snob and keep your head down. Okay? Just little tidbits.
Life will become more interesting for you as well when you start being gracious, or you probably all are gracious, but are generous with your, with your friendliness. It's not like we're on this earth for a short period of time. Making people feel happy everywhere is not hard to do, really. Just say hello. No, just say hello. Okay, so, all right. That was a lot from that card, I guess. What was that card again?
The main card, release jealousy.
So Helen has kind of commented on that a little bit. Can I just tell you? She says, "I'm never jealous of what others have partner is the one that struggles. She also says, my partner is very secretive, but has always been like this. So sometimes there is questions. And then Helen adds, I absolutely love nature and I'm so thankful to everything. I've always saved hard until I can afford things. We are all equal and always help people and homeless, be it coffee, hot food. I always smile. It makes people's day. Wow. Helen, you've said quite a bit in that, and thank you for that.
Helen, you number one, your partner should be watching this show right now.
Yes, if you can share this with your partner, how about that?
And she needs, let me tell you something. I will say it this way because I've said it to a lot of people. I tell them, you better get off that high horse that you're on because it's a big fall. And that's truth. Hello, Angie.
Hello, Angie. Kathy says, I think she must be new. You never know how much that simple hello and smile can change the mood of someone's day, including your own.
Amen.
Amen.
Very well put. Kathy, please put your last name on there so we know who I'm dealing with. Danny, please put your last name. She was splitting firewood. Well, that's good. We are doing the cards 1 through 7. Okay? Now, this is card number 3. And let's see, Helen, I'll throw this back at you. Your partner needs this. Focus on your priorities. You know, our mandatory things like, or I want to say, how the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
Material things. Are they important to your life that much that you're going to focus on your material things rather than on the person in front of you? Hello? Focus on your relationship, okay? Don't focus on what you have or what somebody else has that you don't. Focus on the person that you're with. That's the key thing. That's the most important. My wife will tell you, and I'm not just saying this, I always tell her, are you happy, honey? And she says, yes. And I tell her, if there's ever anything that you need, please let me know. Because to me, nothing's that good for my wife.
I don't think we need anything. I don't ever feel that way. And so we have a lot of people who have chosen 3. Can I tell you who they are?
Sure, go ahead.
3 is Irma Linda Herrera, Helen Mansell, not Tina. Mary, I think I saw Mary Erickson. There she is.
All right, folks, this is number 3. Focus on your priorities. And here's what it says.
Tina Allen.
Where you put your focus is where you receive your outcome. I like that.
That is fantastic.
Where you put your focus is where you receive your outcome. Your priorities are calling to you, which may produce a feeling of anxiety unless you give them the time and the attention they and you deserve. Your partner, this is why I say, focus on your partner, your relationship, not on what you have or who doesn't have that or whatever. Whew. Sorry I get carried away, folks.
It's okay. I love it when you get carried away.
Now, even a small amount of time devoted to your priorities will help you feel better and more confident. That's all it takes.
And priorities can be other things too that are overwhelming. Take priorities in little baby steps, even if it's just like a kind of a practical thing.
Just give a little bit of yourself.
Just
if you're not, here's the thing. When you get married, when you get with somebody and you're going to live together, you're living together for a reason, to become one. Not 2, 1. All right? And you'll get along better if you always do for the other. Like I heard a guy tell me the other day, he said, and we were talking about, our relationship, me and my wife and everything, and he says, happy wife, happy life. And I said, you got it, brother. And that's how I feel.
Amen to
What?
that.
No comments? Come on.
Amen to that. Amen to that. But I mean, show the card. Show number 3 again, honey. Just show the card, please. Focus on your priorities. Yeah, if you don't focus on these priorities, and it's kind of good. And you know you have that running list. Everybody does.
Now, here's another thing. I'm going to go by what Ronnie said.
Okay.
Ronnie says, I can't wait to get married again.
Oh.
Well, I'm going to say this. You're anxious to get married, but are you prepared here and here? Because when you marry into somebody else with you, they come into your life and all of a sudden your whole life changes. It's like a mother having a baby. She's got this career, and then all of a sudden she's having a baby. Now the life has changed. There's a third person involved.
Well,
So
I don't know if Ronnie's going to have a baby, but
no, I'm not talking. I'm using it as a
first general.
the change. The baby is the thing that changes the whole relationship. Whereas she's ready to get married is the other person. And then once they get together and get married again, how's it going to be? It'll be peaches and cream in the beginning. And then, do you have to put your feet up there? Do you have to do that? Do you have to? And there goes.
Okay,
Wait.
can I kind of chime in here?
Yes.
Too, about getting married? Always, whenever we decide to get married or move in with a person or whatever that is, that life-changing thing, make sure you love that person incredibly, because a little thing that might bug you when you're not married to them is going to be huge when you're married to him or her.
Right.
You you have to love them and they have to love you a lot.
Yeah.
And so please think about that before you make that decision.
If you really want to make it in a relationship, always think this. Think of the other person rather than yourself, and you'll get along great.
Remember when you used to talk to me from Texas and you were talking about us getting married, and one of them was that reality sentence you gave me, the reality of the reality. Do you remember that? Yep.
Here's another saying that I came up with, folks, and you might think it's stupid, but it's not. It really makes a lot of sense. You need to realize the realization of reality. Take it apart. You need to realize the realization of reality. It makes sense.
Please realize what that will look like before you step into it. It is so important. Make sure you love them. Make sure you understand what the reality is. You won't be able to maybe know it, but just really think about it. Really think about it.
Now, I'm so used to doing my radio program that I got to do the call letters again. I don't know why I get this in my head. We are This Mug's for You. That's the name of this show. And we are coming to you live on the United Public Radio Network and the UFO Paranormal Radio Network, 105.3 and 107.7 FM in the beautiful town of New Orleans. And we thank all our listeners in New Orleans, and we hope that a lot of this stuff is making sense to you all. And I wish I could see your faces and whatnot and give you a little reading, but I don't know what the deal is.
It's different on YouTube.
Okay, now, Ronnie says the main thing, and Ronnie, you're so correct with that. Love unconditionally. If you can't, then don't do it. It's that simple.
It's got to go both ways, though, as well. Make sure that you're receiving as well as giving. And she says, Ronnie says, yes, I am ready, and he is ready too. Okay. Okay, I'm sure you've talked about it.
Don't go through it blindly. Open
Right.
your eyes.
Talk about it. Make sure that if there's any problem, you can't have any problem that you can't talk about.
All right. Now, card number 4. Ooh, I love this.
Yeah, that's
Ronnie, you're going to get married, dear. I want you to think this way. Dreams of abundance.
Yeah.
Okay? Between the both of you, you should have just sufficient enough to what you need to get by. You don't need an extravagant car, extravagant house, no. As long as you get a car that takes you from point A to point Z, you have a house that's got a beautiful roof over your head, you have food on the table. Those are the things that matter. Okay. And thank you, Joe, for reminding me. He put
Yeah.
11:30.
Can I tell you who all decided on 4? I hope I catch them all.
Quick.
What? Wait.
Quick.
Oh, quick. So that's Kathy Hanley. It was Ronnie, Joe Hernandez. And so I think that's it.
All right. Here's what it says. Dream of abundance. Those that are did number 4. As you sleep, God, your angels, and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers, and solutions. Be sure to record your dreams in a journal because they contain valuable insights that will help you manifest your desires into reality. Whatever you vividly imagine, ardently desire, sincerely believe in, enthusiastically act upon, must inevitably come to light. Bingo. And Ronnie says her eyes are wide open. Good for you, girl.
Can I see that card again?
See?
Number 4. So, dreams of abundance. Mm-hmm. Don't forget to dream, people.
All right. I hope that one was good for everybody. You want to read the comments real quick? Starting with Mary Erickson.
That is true, Faye. I made that mistake when I married the second time and was not a good match. Is that what you were saying?
No.
While you were talking about gratitude, Mary says, the first thing that came into my mind was how grateful I am that was led to you and Paul.
Oh,
I've met
how
so
sweet.
many great
Thank you,
people
Mary.
through your shows. Thank you.
And Arnold?
And Arnold says, it's all good. I'll do anything for my girlfriend, and she knows it. Call me crazy, and crazy only for my girlfriend, Rachel. Awesome. Wow.
But look at it this
I
way,
love
Arnold.
that.
Those that call you crazy are alone. They're by themselves. And I know Rachel. I bet you she makes you a good lunch or a good dinner. I know how that girl is. So you're lucky to have her, buddy. You really are. All right, now we're going number 5. You want to see who got number 5 or who said?
Yeah. If you can just give me a little second here, because they went. Tina Allen. Let's see.
A little louder, hon.
Well, yeah, Lisa Cantu. I think I got them all. Kelly Durant. And yeah, Tina Allen.
All right, here's number 5. It is safe for you to receive. Okay?
Rachel Salinas also.
There you go, Rach. That's perfect for you. So whatever Arnold gives you, it's okay for you to take it.
Absolutely. We receive, as well as we give, we receive.
Now, here's what it says. The more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others.
Mm-hmm.
Open your arms to receive and be a conduit for good coming to you and through you as it blesses the world. I mean, how many times have I said, if you have a little bit more, can you share it with somebody else? And folks, I want to say this before we do go on. I always tell a lot of people, if you have seniors that live next door to you, across the street from you, whatever, go knock on their door. Ask them if they need anything. You know, I'm going to the store. Can I get you anything? You know, no, we don't have any. Don't worry about that. Do you need something like that?
We have next door neighbors that always check on us
Yeah.
and say, "Hey, are you all right?" I mean, they take such good care of us.
Because as much as we don't want to say, we are seniors.
We are. And I mean, it's kind of funny when people check in on us because we think, "Oh, are we those?
Yeah, right.
Are we those? Are we those? We're supposed to be helping you, But no, they also check on us. That's really wonderful.
All right, we're on card number 6 now, folks. Okay. Wow. This goes back to number 4 and number 5, and now this is number 6. They're all together. You probably, I won't say probably, I'll say you will. You will have a windfall of abundance. Okay? That could be in money, it could be in people, friends that you have now, it could be in a lot of things. A windfall of abundance. Somebody's going to move, they give you, hey, you want this, and we can't take it with, take that with, and they give you something. Or somebody passed away, and they say, this used to belong to my mom, you want it? Like that. Whatever way, it's a windfall of abundance. Okay? Now this is card number 6. This is what it says. An increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected. Okay? Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health, and charity work. Makes sense to me.
Yes.
I think that's a good card.
That's a great card. I don't
We're
see.
getting quiet, folks. Why are we
Well,
quiet?
yeah, I mean, I didn't see anybody who actually chose 6. So, I mean, but it applies to everyone, really, doesn't it?
Now, if you have family or friends or a group that's not watching the show right now, now is a good time to like the show and to share the show with them, because there might be something in one of the cards that they need. Okay? So please share the show. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you.
And thank you for sharing the show, folks
See.
who have already. Thank you so very much. I can see that there has been some sharing of the show. That's fantastic.
All right, this is the last card. Lynn Fern, this is the last card.
So we have, can I tell you who all chose that? Is that okay? Do you have a moment?
Right. Tina normally picks 6.
Oh, well, Marcy did. Marcy's chosen 7. Debbie has. I can hear you. 7.
I'm filling up my cup of coffee.
I see that.
No, you heard that.
I did hear that. We all heard that. I think that's all I see. Marcy, Debbie. Okay.
Drew picked 7. Okay.
And Drew did? Okay.
Can you read what Lynn Fern says?
Sure can. Lynn Fern says, I have a neighbor who is bedbound and housebound. She has carers come 5 times a day. I also do shopping for her when I go to town. That's fantastic.
Good for you, sweetheart. Good for you.
That's why you have such a wonderful life, don't you, Lynn? Because you receive and give all the time.
All right, folks, this is our last card. Okay? Card number 7 says, have courage to ask for and accept help.
There you go.
If you need help, don't be afraid to ask. And don't take it as charity, take it as help. Okay? A lot of people have so much pride, and their pride gets in the way. Your kids could be starving, and you got so much pride. Oh, no, we're okay, we're okay. No, stop that. Open up your mind and open up your heart and think of your kids, not yourself. Get rid of that stupid pride.
Sometimes one of the bravest things to do is to ask for help.
That's right.
That is not being a coward. That's being brave. Once you've asked for help, then you get it.
Here's what it says, and this I like.
Okay.
By asking for help is a sign of strength.
Oh, how funny.
As accepting is accepting it as it is offered to you.
Mm-hmm.
Very often when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people.
Yep.
Be sure to accept this assistance as well as give it to others as you are guided.
Yep.
Amen.
Yep.
Don't be stingy. I, for one, I'll tell you straight out, I do not like stingy people. Snobs, you can have them. Greed mongers, you can have them. Open up your hearts. Open up your minds. Give some of what you have. If you have more than enough, then share it with others. Okay?
And sometimes when you are receiving help, that is an answer to your prayer. Somebody has been guided to you to help you out, so let it happen. And if you have a voice in your ear to, again, give somebody a call, to give them help. They are being, they just don't think that they should be asking for help. Maybe you're that person. Maybe you're that person.
Kelly Duran, is there a small trip that you have to make, I would say, to another town or something like that? If there is, please check the tires of the car. Make sure they have enough air. Make sure they're not bald tires. Okay? Hello, Doreen.
Hi, Doreen. And she says, no shame in asking for help, as throughout our lives, we all need it. Absolutely.
Amen to that.
When you're starting to feel a little bit of anxiety on your part and you're thinking, that starts to build, sometimes you need to ask for help. It might be at work. It might be from your spouse. Help. I need help in paying for this. We're a little low on cash.
Oh boy. Help? Kelly says today we have to go to a wedding down in the cities.
Okay.
Please make sure you check the tires, dear.
There you go.
Tell Drew to go around. Don't kick the tires. Inspect them. Look at them. Make sure they all have enough tread design on it.
Lisa says, I often don't ask for help. Ask for help. Ask for help.
Swallow your pride, dear. Yep. Everybody's always there to help you. You just got to look around.
And Kelly says she has Drew on it.
Good. Thank you.
Lynn Fern says, I, for one, am grateful for the help, prayers, and healing from everyone on both shows for my family members when they needed it. Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. We ask for help all the time on these shows.
Yep.
We love that you ask for help.
So we did cards 1 through 7. We hope you like what you heard. I, for one, just get what I get. I never know who shows up, what they're going to tell me, or what they're going to show me. But it's there. All right?
Yep, and you can, in between shows, in between the week, these week shows, trust your intuitions, folks. You all have a gift. You all know that. Just kind of be in tune with yourself and your intuition. Yeah.
Tina Allen, you're so welcome. There's something regarding your glasses or your eyes too, Tina. I was just going to hit you up.
Okay, so Debbie says, I have been overwhelmed at work lately, but I feel I should be able to handle it. Maybe, oh, yes, reach out, reach out.
Share what you're feeling, your anxiety, share with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll say, you know what, why don't you try this? Boom.
Or I know how to do that. So maybe somebody has a skill that they can share. I did that all the
Yeah.
time when I was working. You know, I would always kind of try to handle things. I had that fault of handling things myself. As soon as I asked my neighbor, I don't know how to do this. Can you help me? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know how to do this. Let me do this for you. Oh my gosh. Now I'll show you how to do it. Yes.
What do I say about your glasses? Either one is cracked or something up here. The deal, what do they call these deals?
The frames?
No, right here. The,
Oh,
the, the
the
deal that goes
hinge?
back to your ear.
Okay, I don't.
Either that's busted, you got tape on it, but they're guiding me to your glasses, or Tina, when you look through your glasses, they don't do you any good. We've only got about 5 minutes left, ladies and gentlemen, so let me say this before you all go. I want to thank you for letting me come into your hearts and into your homes. And we thank you for being here because, by God, you guys make the show what it is, you know? Nope, they're not helping. That's what I said. The glasses aren't helping. Kathy says, thank you, Roger. All the cards are all I needed to hear. Good. And take each one of them apart and reanalyze it. Put it back together, you know? Ronnie says, oh, yes, when I went through Hurricane Laura, I had a lot of help from my friends, my dear friends in Great Britain, who I was so grateful for. There you go. See, here's the thing. Right now, this world is divided because of color. But when something happens, like a tornado, a hurricane, earthquake, whatever, we're all there regardless of what color to pitch in. And that's the way we have to think every day. That we all care about humanity. We care about each other. Okay? And Tina says, my left eye is like a gray fog. I got the same thing, dear. The same thing. To get surgery in my new glasses. Yes, please do. Because I don't want you driving that way. All right, Tina? Unless it's a short distance. Debbie Hellerson says, thanks, Roger and Faye. Hope to see you Wednesday. Don't forget, first off, folks,
Make sure to tune in to Paul
yep,
Francis' show.
I was just going to say that. Paul Francis' show, Reach Across Live, on Monday, which comes on at 2 o'clock our time, Central Standard Time, 3 o'clock in the Eastern Coast. Okay? Also, I don't know if I will be on Paul's show. I think I will be. I don't know. But if not, please do not forget to watch our dear friend Michelle's show called The Outer Realm. That's on there too. Also, our show is coming on Wednesday called Latino Psychic Visions. Wednesday's show is coming on at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I got it right. So please join us then. There's so much that I want to talk about. Don't forget, next Friday, I'll do a little short next Friday because it's going to be 5 years of doing our show, Latino Psychic Visions. Okay? 5 years in the business. Not me doing, no, the psychic thing, I've been doing it for over 19. But we started our show 5 years ago. So, with that, I want to say Thank you for coming into this show and watching the show. Please share the show, like the show. That's all we ask for. And as we say every show, and everybody knows this. Lisa, you ready? Here's the words. Love everyone you can on this earth while you're here. And we talked about that through the cards. Why? Because, honey, love is life,
life,
and
and
life
life
is
is
love.
love.
Take care of yourself. Have a great rest of your weekend. God bless you all, and be kind to each other. All right? Adios.
Adios.